What's happening, guys? You're here with Gamer Marc YouTube channel. This Clio 182 Championship is a controlled one-make championship for the MK2 Renault Sport Clio. This is aimed at drivers looking for a tightly controlled but for excellent value. The only engine is the Renault Clio 182 Type F4R738, which is controlled by the ECU by K-Tech Racing. They also control the suspension of the vehicle as well. The only tyres permitted are the Team Dynamics Pro Race 1.2 wheels. And the tyres is the Yokohama controlled tyres, limited per season with reduced costs. The brakes, the discs may be standard or standard pattern. Transmission, standard gearbox must be retained, but the standard gearbox ratio also must be retained, and limited slip differentials are not permitted. The chassis must have a 6-bolt in roll cage only. Cars must be identical in specification to the Clio 182 Cup model. The cost of this championship is just a little over £25 for 12 months of a season, and the registration is £130, and at double-header weekends it normally is typically £245 or £345 depending on what circuit you use. You can probably pick up a second-hand Renault Clio 182 for £5,000, or you can really start from scratch and get one for £500 or £1,000. So let's have a look at the 182 Renault Clio that we bought from Plymouth.
We're back. We've just bought a Renault Sport 2-litre car. Absolutely fantastic beauty of a car. Sounds amazing. We had to drive to get this from Plymouth, which is from where we are is a long way. So basically 14 hours. So basically nearly took 2 days to get this car. So it was a 5-hour drive all the way there. Then we have to pick up some other things and other madness to bring this beautiful car here. So if you want to have a look at the engine, so if you want to just come around, so this is a Renault Sport 2-litre engine. Brake horsepower is 182. But we're just very close to a Mercedes over there, which I'm going to show you. Show you that sort of car as well. That car is a 2-litre as well. That's a 2014 model. But this car here is a 2004 model. It's got a new battery. It's got a brace at the front. This helps suspension and handling. Not much as the suspension, more of the handling, keeps everything nice and tight at the front. So if we look at the inside of the car, so in the inside of the car, it's been stripped. So there's no passenger seat. There's nothing at the back. No passenger seat at the back. It's all been stripped. We are planning to put a matte carpet in here, and there's also a brace at the back as well. So the yellow bar there. That improves handling also at the back. It's got the roll cage there. This is a 4-bolt roll cage. We do need to make sure it's a 6-bolt roll cage when we want to start racing. And this also is I think this is a 4-point harness, which needs to be a 6-point harness. So that will also change. The seat is alright, as long as I lose some weight. But we might keep the seat, as it is actually a pretty good seat as well. So if we look here, over here at the steering wheel, so the OMP steering wheel feels nice, feels alright. I think it's 330, the size of it is 330. And then we've got the 5 gears here. We do want the stick to be slightly higher, so that'll definitely have to change. We'll get the stick higher, especially the door panels, they'll be changed and removed, which that can be fairly cheaply done. So we're going to take these off and stick the new ones on. So that is the plan at the moment. So that's in the inside of the car. The actual condition of the car looks absolutely spot on, and as you can see, the back there looks really good as well. But there, like I said, mentioned before, there's the car nice and stripped. You've got these fantastic racing exhaust here, absolutely beautiful by Miltech Sport. So that looks absolutely spot on. Not a lot to do. There's going to be an engine build at some point. The engine does need refreshing, and that's about basically it, and the suspension as well. So hi guys, this is the Jeep. It's exactly the same 2-litre as the Renault. So this is a Jeep Compass, same sort of speed. This is a 4x4. Obviously it's a lot newer. This is a 2018 model. So if you can imagine, this big car here, this Jeep, obviously it goes the same speed as that Renault Clio, that small little baby. And we've got my wife's car, which is a Mercedes, absolute beast of a car as well. This is also a 2 litre as well. So let's have a look at the engine of this car, just to show you the comparisons between this car, the Jeep. So they're both 2 litres, same as the Renault Clio is a 2 litre, but obviously that's a lot lighter. That probably weighs what, 1,000 kg, where these cars probably weigh double, and definitely that Jeep weighs more. So if we have a look at the engine of this bad boy, ooh, that sounds even powerful as well. So if we have a look, put my finger under there, slide it across. There we go. Now look at this, absolute beast. Look how big it is. So this is a Mercedes, this is also a 2 litre. It's got lots of different models on it as well. But just to see the comparisons of the engine, this engine, look at the Jeep, and then obviously look at the Renault Clio, all 2 litres, but this goes 204 brake horsepower, whereas the Renault is a 182. But I'm going to potentially try and bring that to, what, 400 brake horsepower? Can you imagine that? Oh, absolutely outstanding. So this was the Mercedes. Done. How's that, babe? So that is the plan. So that is the car at the moment, so stay tuned. If you'd like to support this build, see the subscription below. I do have a GoFundMe. I do want 7,000 to help towards this build. And this is your car, guys. I want you to decide what colour you want it as well. I'm planning to change the colour, but I'm going to leave that down to you guys. I do like can you imagine turning this whole car white and having a black roof on top as well? That's just my idea, but what do you guys think? And also changing of the tyres and the rims. I'm going to leave that all down to you. Just put a link in the comments. And also, it's got to have a name. She's a girl, so we've got to have a name. So if you've got any name for it, please write that down in the comments. And please follow me on Twitter. The link will all be down below. And I'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.